All right, guys. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Just a disclaimer. I don't know how accurate this is or not, but this information is coming from DJ Academics. I don't know really whether this guy's credible or not. Not everything this guy says is always credible, but he does have communications with people involved in this case regarding Takeoff. So he could be having some truth to what he is saying. The reason why I question and I side-eye DJ Academics is because he basically made this case go viral initially. He was the one that initially slowed down the videotape, that recording that we all seen. And he was the one that initially identified some of the possible perpetrators that were involved in Takeoff's death. For example, Yellow Hoodie and maybe Michael, Migo Bands. He was the one that was doing all the investigation. And then, guys, all of a sudden, after he pinpointed these individuals as possible suspects, all of a sudden, you guys, he changed his entire story. And he was now going with this story that these very callous, evil, sinister people on the Prince side keep claiming that, oh, this was just a freak accident. Any common sense, any gun owner can tell you, any gun owner will tell you that if you have a gun, you have a duty to be a responsible owner. There is no such thing as an accident where you pull the trigger and you willfully shoot this gun in a public area and then want to later on claim it was a freak accident. No, you negligently discharged a firearm in a public place with people around, and therefore you will be subject to criminal responsibility. So what's really irritating me about this case is from the very beginning, the Prince family has been pushing this lie that it was a freak accident. These people are so evil, they're so sinister, they're so callous. They just go around, in my opinion, extorting money from these rappers, claiming they're going to protect them when in reality they're not. They're allowing these street dudes to rob these people and kill them. And then now they want to, allegedly, guys, this is allegedly. And then later on, they want to turn around and say it was an accident. So that's really why I don't really trust DJ Academics, guys, because he started out with this whole investigation. He was the one that found Lil Cam and all these people and was saying, oh, these are the people that were involved in the shooting. And then later on, my theory is the Prince family got a hold of DJ Academics, and all of a sudden he changed his little tune. But he does have communications with some of the people involved in the investigation. And based on his statements, he says law enforcement now have enough information to issue arrests. So they will be issuing arrests sometime soon in the next coming weeks of the people involved. They already know who were the shooters. They already have enough statements. Now all they need to do is put their case together and submit it to the district attorney's office and allow them to review the case and see if it's sufficient evidence for them to prosecute the case. So we'll hear from DJ Academics, but guys, I'm just warning you, I don't really trust Academics because he changed his tune, his little tune, started out trying to look for the truth, and then all of a sudden he got cowardly and started changing his story. So I always side-eye him now at this point. But let's hear what he has to say.
Niggas don't want that shit because, black people have adopted crime culture as the fucking culture, okay? However, the police have done the stuff, they got tactics to make niggas talk, and they've grabbed a few people in who either was loudmouth or...
Let's start from the beginning. Sorry, guys.
It does, you know what I mean? Or actually, niggas don't want that shit because, black people have adopted crime culture as the fucking culture, okay? However, the police have done the stuff, they got tactics to make niggas talk, and they've grabbed a few people in who either was loudmouth online, they, you know what I mean? I already threatened a couple of obstruction of justice, charges, and also, they promised to try to protect people's anonymity, And yeah, they got what they need to kind of figure out exactly what went on, along with the footage. They know who the shooters are, and them niggas will be collared and they'll be in custody this week. You know what I mean? It's interesting from what I'm hearing on the inside, most people are calling the death of Takeoff, rather than just a tragic piece of senseless violence, most people are calling it a random, like, they're calling it a freak accident. That's what I'm hearing people are talking about. So I'm hearing that people ain't really necessarily blaming each other. It's kind of like, oh shit, it's a freak accident, which I'm like, what type of freak accidents has to do with like a million shots being fired? What the fuck? But okay, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just stay out the streets. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on right there, but that's what I'm hearing.
Sorry, guys, there's just an ad here. But just for now, I don't believe anything about this whole freak accident thing. You don't go in a public place and intentionally discharge your firearm, use your hands to withdraw your gun, press the trigger, and then go around and talk about it was a freak accident. No, it doesn't work that way.
Mom being very infuriated because she obviously lost her son. Things like this help to slow down justice, because the people involved are basically, to their credit, they're saying chalk it up to the streets. You know what I mean?
No.
However, the cops, this is a high profile situation, and if you don't know, news came.
It doesn't work that way. We don't chalk. This is not how justice works, Prince family. You will be held accountable if you're involved. Trying to say chalk it up, like you go around intentionally shooting a gun and then talk about, oops, well, just chalk it up to the streets. No, they're still gonna be held accountable for what they did.
Came down today. Takeoff will be buried, and actually his public funeral, he'll probably have a private funeral for the family and obviously for, like, you know, label mates and very close friends, but the public funeral will be at Atlanta State Farm Arena. The Atlanta Hawks play there, and it could host over 20,000 people.
This looked like an old video because they already had the funeral, guys. Yeah, I don't know where he got this from. But anywho, that's the essence of the video, guys. They claim they already know who did it. They already have enough evidence. So we are going to wait and see for those arrests to come along. All right, take care, guys.